guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. I am here again with another, that just peeled off. Another video where I am using Lorna Taylor from Taylor Made Journals, her wallpaper, antique grungy wallpaper sets, I believe is what she calls them. She currently, as of this moment, has 7 sets, and I have them all, and I have printed out just a sampling here of some. This is not all of them. There are so many, and they're all just gorgeous. So I just thought I'd show you a little bit. And if you watched my last video, I look at this one. I think it's upside down, but isn't that gorgeous? Anywho, I have had these for a while, and I have, just not had time to play with them yet. So today is the day where I'm doing that. So in my last video, I decorated, or kind of, decorated a fairly boring, ugly binder so that I could store my tea and cigarette cards and my Victorian calling cards and scraps and stuff like that in there, to keep them safe and as a way to display them. Today, I am going to decorate a cigar box. I have just a few. I have 3 of this style that are just like the cardboard style, and then I have acquired a few others that are gorgeous wood that I'm not sure that I would cover, but these are sort of blah. They're not terribly exciting, but they're great for storing items in. So I'm going to decorate one. I have one set and ready to go, but this one is not ready because I printed this out on just regular copy paper, and I'm pretty sure that this is going to show through. So I'll show you what I did, and then the other one is already ready and dry. But I just am using some white gesso. This happens to be Dina Wakley, Ranger, but any white gesso will do. And I'm just using this, brush. I think Lori gave me these brushes. And basically, I'm not going to a whole lot of trouble, and I'm not being terribly precise, and you'll see when I show you the one I did earlier. I just want to kind of cover up the darker printed areas, so that when I put the paper, when I put the wallpaper on, you have sort of a blank canvas to work with. Does that make sense? That was sort of what I had in mind. So that's all I did. I just went around and very quickly covered up all the decoration or design that was already on there. So just like that, nothing special, nothing fancy. I did all the sides and the inside wherever there was a design. So I'm gonna set this aside because now look at me, I'm all full of, I can't do anything without making a mess. I'm gonna just wrap my brush quickly in a baby wipe because I don't want it to dry out until I can get around to cleaning it. So grab another wipe here. Just make sure I didn't make a mess on my mat. All right. Well, it's not going to come off my hands right now, but we will worry about that later. Okay. So here is the dried version. So as you can see, I just went over all of the decoration that was on the box, not on the bottom, didn't worry about that, and on the inside as well. So now, like I said, we sort of have a blank canvas to work with, and we're just gonna I don't know, we're just gonna play. So let's see what we come up with. I pulled out some of the wallpapers that I feel sort of coordinate. I was feeling like the color blue. So I've got, you know, these all have blue. Some of them have like the red or the pink. I don't know if I'll use all of these, but they are gorgeous. I think this is gonna be my inside. So I'm gonna set that aside for a second. Maybe we'll just go ahead and do the inside first. How about that? So how is everybody doing? I hope you're having a good day. So I think I should be able to, yeah, get everything I need out of this one sheet. I'm wondering if I can just, you know what, it's fine. We're gonna measure. Let's see. Well, the inside dimensions are obviously gonna be a little bit less than the outside. So let's do it this way. We have 9 and an 9 and a quarter. Is that my brain? Yeah, 9 and a quarter by, let me write this down, 9 and a quarter by 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8, 5 and 5/8. Let's do that and see what we get. Hopefully I have figured that correctly. So I'm gonna turn around and just cut this real quick. Okay, the 5 and 5/8 is a problematic measurement, but I think, oh, I did, I guessed right. Yay. All right, and then let's see, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut all of my, so that's 1 1/2. It's not gonna work to use the same, but that's okay, because I have tons of different ones here. So let's see what else might look nice on the inside. Oh, let's do this, because it's, it brings in the blue, I think. Yep, okay. So I need 9 and a quarter by 1 1/2 2 times. Okay, that's fairly perfect. Sorry, I was sort of out of frame. I am gonna go ahead and ink, up my paper. Because I think it'll look nicer if I do that. Supposed to be grungy, right? The wallpaper. I'm gonna use my ground espresso. And I took some, I have a bunch of the handles, the Tim Holtz handles, but I didn't have enough for everything. So I took some old wine corks and just added a piece of Velcro here, and then it's perfect. So I know I'm not the first one to do that. At least I don't think I am. Yeah, so it works pretty well. So I'm gonna put the glue in my box as opposed to trying to put the glue on the paper. I feel like probably an easier way to do it, for me at least. So I got a notification from YouTube today, something, I guess it's new, or maybe, I don't think it's new. I think it's new. I'm just eligible now if I want to do it, and I'm curious what everyone thinks. It is basically like offering my subscribers, I guess it's a membership. It kind of reminds me of like Patreon, but it's through YouTube, which I'm still, my gut feeling is that I don't want to do it, just because I don't want people to feel like they have to pay for anything that I'm offering, you know, on YouTube. And I also don't want to have to come up with special content just for members. And that was kind of the gist I was getting, just the little bit that I read about it today. So I'm curious what your thoughts are on that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I want to do it, but it popped up today and I just thought, hey, you know what? Who better to ask than you guys? So yeah, what do you think about that? Would it be something that you would even consider? Have you joined others on YouTube? Do you know of anyone that, you know, does it? Yeah, what are your thoughts? Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment. All right, so I'm gonna speed this up so you don't have to watch me glue all of this. But again, it's much easier for me to put the glue on the box and then attach the paper, I think. Okay, so I didn't take into account that these, the short sides are actually a bit taller because the lid sits inside the box, but that's fine. In the future, I will measure better so that, you know, the paper goes all the way up to the top. But honestly, I don't care because the box, you know, it's nice and grungy anyway. But on this particular side, I sort of went a little bit nuts with the glue. So look at that off of there. I am very messy today. Okay, so there we go. All right, so there is the inside, fairly finished. And then let's go ahead and hopefully that's gonna be, you know what, let me add a little more glue in there. Make sure that stays. And maybe here too. Just when the lid closes, it wants to kind of pull. That's okay. I think it'll be fine. All right. Now we can decide, decide what we want, which paper we want to wear on the outside. Well, I guess we have this part. Now when it closes, okay, so the fold is sort of right here. So I'm just gonna measure to there. It's about 5 3/4 by 9 1/4. Let me write that down. I do with my pen. 5 3/4. So it's just a tad. Yeah, that makes sense. slightly wider than our inside measurement. So that makes sense. And let's see, which paper should we put up there? It's gonna have to be one with a sideways pattern, or at least one that we can pull off as a sideways, right? Like not this one, because it's got the birds, so that's not gonna work. But I think this one might be nice, especially if we grunge it up a little bit. What do you think? I like it. All right, let me go ahead and cut that. What drives me bonkers about paper trimmers is well, if they're ones that fold anyway, there's always a measurement that you can't, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't do 5 3/4. It's always off because it's where the cutter folds. Words are escaping me, sorry guys. So if I want a really precise measurement, I mark it, well, you know, preferably with a pencil, but I don't seem to have one nearby, so we'll just use a pen because that's all I have. All right, so 5 3/4 is there. That way, if I can't really tell on the cutter, I have a mark. You can't see it, but I have a mark here to guide me. So, all right, right back. There. So there is our inside so far, the inside of our lid. And let's go ahead. I think this will be okay to close. Make sure it's operating properly. Okay, now this measurement here should be 9 1/4 and 5 7/8. So let's decide here. Again, it needs to be it needs to be a pattern we can kind of get away with being sideways. So 9 1/4. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. I think any of them can go any which direction you want, right? I mean, it's sort of whatever you like. Ooh, I kind of like that with the blue, but I'm gonna do it this way. So, all right, so 9 1/4. All right, I'm gonna cut this. I'll be right back. All right, I'm gonna lay it down like this because I think it might be easier for me to glue it that way. So, I feel like it's just a tad. I think it's fine. Okay, let's go ahead. Probably trim it up if I need to. And like I said, I'm gonna add some trim and lace and such. So I think once I do that, if the edges are a little bit off, it'll be okay. Very pretty. Okay, now we just have the sides to do. So I think I would like to use this. So So let me just measure. Let's do the front. I think the front and the back are going to be slightly shorter, but it is 9.5 by 1.5. Let's check. So I think this measurement will be the same. 9.5. I'm gonna do 1.5 because yep. So 9.5 by 1.5. So let me cut that real quick. And I'm trying to think here. Okay, so what I did, because I am hoping that this is gonna work. No, of course not. That's okay. We'll just do different patterns on the other side. You know, you have an idea in your head and you probably should like check if that's gonna actually work in reality before you go through with it. Yeah, I didn't do that, so that's okay. Just adding ink to my box here. All right, I'm gonna ink these up and glue them, and I'll speed this up so you don't have to watch. Okay, there we go. So we have the front here and the back. Very pretty. And now all we need is the sides, and then it is covered. And then I'm gonna stop this video and we'll come back. So 5 7/8 by 1 5/8. If there's a better option. This would work, I think. It's got little butterflies and stuff. That's adorable. Okay, let's use that. All right, I'm gonna cut it real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, I think before the next video, I'm going to cut little corner protectors out of cardstock in just probably just like a solid color. I'm not sure yet what color, but it'll help with my edges that might not be adhered all the way, and it looks pretty. So I'm gonna do that. So I'll get those cut before I start the next video, and then we'll also go ahead and decorate this in that video as well. Yeah, I hope that that was fun to watch. I don't know, I hope it was interesting at least, and it'll be, I think the next video will be even more exciting when we actually decorate it. But I'm going to add those corner protectors, and then we'll use, I think we'll use like lace and fabric and stuff on the other parts that aren't corners, if that makes sense. So I will be back in the next day or so with that video. Like I had said before, I am filming ahead, so technically I'm doing this all in one day, but you'll see it in increments. So all right guys, I hope you have a fabulous day. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you found this enjoyable, and if you'd like to see more, you can hit that little bell so that you don't miss out when I upload new videos. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.